Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sports Newscast report for Wednesday, June 24th. My name is Jim Parsons. I'm here with thesportster.com. We've got tons of news to go through today. There's lots been going on this week. It's been a crazy week in the world of professional wrestling, including more on the speaking out movement, but we're going to get to that in a second. First things first, as far as the news goes, don't forget to Talking Raw every Monday night as we dissect the show, the 3 hours of Monday Night Raw. Of course, under Bruce Pritchard now, the show is already a little bit differently. So join us on Monday nights as we dissect that show. But as far as the news goes, there's a few things to cover today. Sarah Logan, who was recently released by WWE, took to Instagram and said basically she's done with the wrestling industry. She won't be coming back to WWE. She won't be going to AEW. She won't be picking another promotion. She's going to move on to do other things. She's got her own kind of wilderness TV show that she's working on as well. There's been some talk that she might get into the world of mixed martial arts and potentially show up in the octagon at some point. So a lot of people surprised that she's gone, married to Eric of the Viking Raiders, but she's not coming back, and it looks like she's leaving the industry for good. As well, there's other news that Sammy Guevara from AEW was part of the speaking out movement. There were some allegations against him, at least in terms of something that he said. Now, it wasn't physical abuse, it wasn't sexual abuse, but it was a really derogatory comment that he made a couple years back about Sasha Banks and the way that she looked and when he saw her backstage, all this other stuff. We won't go into the details of what he said, but he did say it. It was caught on audio. AEW has suspended him indefinitely without pay. His pay will go to a women's shelter in Jacksonville, Florida. And he's posted a video saying he was sorry, that he's learned from that he's not the same guy that he was back in 2016. We'll see where this goes. As far as who joins the Inner Circle in his place, it doesn't look like the Inner Circle is going to be replacing him. But there may be other talk about filling in the gap while he's gone. How long he's gone, we don't know. We assume, though, that it will be as long as the speaking out movement continues to go on, just because there's more and more names being mentioned all the time. It wouldn't look good for AEW to bring him back before this all kind of cools off and settles down. So Sammy Guevara is going to be gone for a while. Speaking of people who are gone, Charlotte Flair is going to be gone from WWE for a while. They did an injury angle on Monday night where Nia Jax hurt her arm. This isn't actually leading to a feud between the two. What it is leading to is Charlotte taking some time off, having some surgery, and she could be gone for a while, a few months, maybe Survivor Series or the Royal Rumble. So she could be done for the entire year. This is huge news because you got Becky Lynch who's out and Charlotte who's out, and women are going to have to step up and kind of fill this role, Asuka being one. Who else do you think might join in terms of the head or the leading women in WWE? It's a good question. We'll have to see who WWE goes with. There's other news that WWE Backstage has been essentially canceled now. It's not officially done, but it's not going to be produced on a weekly basis anymore. There's a lot going on here. Booker T said they're just waiting to hear what's going to happen here. CM Punk obviously now probably doesn't have a contract with Fox. Renee Young will probably have to expand her role with WWE, even though the contracts are different. Fox and WWE, they're not the same. But we'll see what happens here. But for now, don't expect there to be any more shows. Not at least for a little while, as Fox does some cutbacks, and FS1 is going to cancel the show, at least on a weekly basis. And my question for you today is this. The Undertaker has officially announced his retirement as part of the Last Ride series, in Episode 5 says he has no desire to come back, that his match with AJ Styles at the Boneyard WrestleMania 36 was a great way to be sent off. But there was also that break glass situation that he mentioned with Vince McMahon. If he was ever really struggling and needed The Undertaker, he knew where he could find him. So my question for you is this. Do you really think The Undertaker is retired? There's been a lot of talk, lots of thank you notes from WWE, lots of other wrestlers, people talking about The Undertaker, essentially as though he's done, but he's left it open to come back. So I'm not buying that he's retired. It could be a while before he comes back, but I still think there's lots of time for him to make up his mind, get in shape for another WrestleMania 36 match, or WrestleMania match 37 maybe. What do you think? Put in the comment section. Let me know. Is Undertaker officially, actually, really retired? Is that your take? Do you think he's done? Now, should be and is are two different things. So what do you think? Put it in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. And don't forget, check out the Smart Marks of Wrestling podcast on Anchor.fm and thesportster.com, as well as all the articles that we write. And, of course, Talking Raw every Monday night. Folks, have a good one. We'll talk to you on Friday with another Newscast report. Have a good week.